All right, Mayfield Prep. Hey, Billy, Imperial Blaster Master. The guy's name is Mayfeld. Miggs Mayfeld, not Mayfield. Although I thought it was Mayfield for a while, too. What's up, Bill? Longtime listener and fan, and happy to see you crushing it with the acting. Thank you. Speaking of acting, for the scene with you, with Officer, you blasted for his decision that cost the lives of your character's brother in arms, did you do any research or talk to any vets? I asked because you crushed it. Yes! Thank you. I wrote this email. Your delivery was flawless. See, now these are the kind of compliments a married man needs to hear. There's a great program. You know, perfect strangers come up and compliment a married man so he remembers what that sounds like. Anyway, he goes, I got chills watching the look you had and tone, and I could connect with that character. You nailed the sense of humor with no bullshit attitude, and we need to have to survive, not just in war, but back in the world. I'd love to see a spinoff centered around you and that character. Anyways, I really would like to know how you'd prep specifically for that scene if you could share. Thanks, and go fuck yourself, a retired Army vet, 2 Iraq and 1 Afghanistan. I guess he was 3 tours over there. Jesus Christ. How did I prepare for that? It was kind of all there on the page. I just read the scene, and I was like, oh, wow, this is going to be the shit. I knew it was going to be a great scene, and I knew that I was in there with great actors. And Rick Famuyiwa was directing it, so I was like, all right. How did I connect with pain. That's all I can tell you. So even though I didn't experience that specific pain, I am able to tap into other shit that happened to me, or the combination of that or just having empathy or something like that. I honestly don't know. I'm kind of afraid to pull it apart, but yeah, no, you know what it is you just bring it to a place where you can relate to it. So as much as that guy is playing, a commanding officer and anything, a commanding officer takes on many different forms. It's just a person that has power over you that was abusive. So you're able to sort of channel that into those words, I would say. Maybe that's what it was. And then also, the way it was written, the whole thing was just kind of there. But that's a really interesting question that I didn't, I know I just read the scene, I immediately understood it, and then I remember we were sort of blocking the scene, and I remember standing, looking over where I was going to be sitting, and I was already emotionally to the point I was like, all right, stop thinking about it. Or are you going to fucking do the scene before the scene happens? So, yeah, I would say it was something like that. I believe, yeah, something like that. And then after that, you're like, okay, now I can relate to this thing. Then you just make choices that aren't going to be obvious. Like I told you a few weeks ago when I was at that Green Bay Packer game and that kid was being an asshole. So one of my buddies from back Massachusetts just sat down next to him, moved me away from him. And the drunk guy looked at my buddy and he goes, why are you here? And he just looked at him. He had half a smile and he goes, why do you think I'm here? And I just remember moments like that for acting, where like if you saw that on a page as an actor, you'd think you'd go, oh, that's a badass line. I got to deliver it like a badass, like, why do you think I'm here? Which is, that's a way you could do it, but that's obvious and then it just sort of becomes cheesy. But the way he did it, where he kind of had a smile on his face, and almost turned it into a fatherly son relationship with, I'm not going to give you the answer, son, but I'll help you get there. And then he had a half a smile on his face that said, I don't care whether I win or lose. I just enjoy fighting was a whole other another level of intimidation. And his friends took that guy and moved him 2 seats down. I just sort of clock those things, stick it in the memory bank, and then when you come up with a scene like that, you have options so it won't be like hopefully stale. But that's an unbelievable thrill that you actually lived what I was pretending I lived, and you connected with it. So I really appreciate that. And I'm glad you made it back after 3 tours over there. Jesus. All right, don't fuck with monkeys. Hey, Billy Big Balls, greetings from Chicago. I'm a huge fan of the podcast and recently ran across this news article online. It's the craziest story I've read in a while, and the headline is True Art. I knew I had to send it your way. Thank you, I appreciate it. Apparently, a group of monkeys in India are going on revenge killings against a town's dog population after a dog killed a baby monkey. Wow, man, yeah. You don't want to fuck with monkeys, man. The monkeys are snatching up the dogs, climbing up on top of something, and then throwing dogs to their deaths. Well, I got to tell you something. As far as like how monkeys kill you, that's about as nice, humane way they could do it. Apparently, the monkeys have nearly wiped out the entire dog population in the town, and now the monkeys are turning on children. What? Yeah, see, now they're drunk with power. They're just like people. I put the headline in the link below if you want to check it out yourself. This can't be real. I know it's a dark story, but I kind of admire the monkeys' sense of community. I feel like the U.S. should come together like they do in times of adversity. What, and start throwing children down on the ground that didn't do anything? Like, start killing. Don't kill the thing that fucking killed. Kill all of them and then move on to something else. I think we've already done that over here. Gee, I wish we could do that. Enraged monkeys killed 250 dogs by dragging them to the top of buildings and dropping them off. All right, there's already a billion ads coming up on this, so I'm really wondering if this is real. Dropping them off out of revenge after pups kills one of their infants in Indian village. Oh, wait. According to local reports, there are barely any dogs left in Laval village. Villagers say monkeys drag dogs up to the high place and drop them to their death, but without any dog targets, the monkeys are now reportedly turning on children. Enraged monkeys have killed 250 dogs. Panic-stricken residents have come under attack and say the acts of the animals' violence has been carried out in revenge. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, no. Well, there's a monkey doing it. Enraged monkeys have... I'm just seeing these pictures of people who look upset. Monkey in town hunts dogs for revenge after infant killed. All right. Do I really want to watch this? Picture in media shows a monkey on a rooftop holding a dog. All right. I don't see one throwing one. One of the monkeys appeared to go for a child in the village before the dog ran at the monkey. Yeah. This really isn't a problem. I don't understand what the problem is. We're human beings. They're monkeys. Solve the fucking problem. All right? Put out a bunch of bananas and then fucking take out an Uzi. Then they can understand where they are in the fucking pecking order again. All right? Jesus Christ. It's not like they're monkeys dressed up like human beings and you can't figure out who's the problem. The problem is the monkeys. Go kill the monkeys. All right, airlines have become banks. Oh, this is what I was telling you guys about. You have to watch that clip there. Oh, man, hour and 15 minutes. I went way over here. Okay, well, that's it, everybody. This is the podcast. Thank you for all the, all the letters. Thank you, everybody who came out to my shows this year. Thank you, everybody who's going to come out to Phoenix. Another great year living my dream. Thanks to all you guys that give a shit to listen to my podcast, show up to my stand-up shows, and watch some of my acting work. Please continue to let me know what you would do if you were a dictator. I would think of some of that stuff. If I was a dictator, oh, Jesus Christ. 2 things I would do. I'd drive right down to the Federal Reserve and arrest everybody in there. Okay? And then I would also declassify everything from the Warren Commission and finally end that fucking argument of what the fuck happened. Yeah, that's what I would do. All right, those are the first 2 things off the top of my head. All right? I have a bunch of fucking ideas, none of which I could implement. But that's what's great about an idea. It's just an idea. It's just a thought. All right, that's it. Go fuck yourselves. I'll check in on you on Thursday. Once again, congratulations to the Buffalo Bills. That's one of the big games in your recent history, and you motherfuckers showed up. You came to play. Play you did, and you won, and you deserved it. So congratulations. And if my team does not make the playoffs, I will be rooting for you because there needs to be joy in Buffalo at some point in a sporting way. All right? That is it. The French Connection was another high point in the Sabres history. That's it. All right, I'll talk to you later.